Jeffrey Rosen, Conversations with RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg on Life, Love, Liberty, and Law. Embark on an enthralling journey through the life and thoughts of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the iconic Supreme Court Justice, in Conversations with RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg on Life, Love, Liberty, and Law by Jeffrey Rosen. This book offers fascinating insights into Ginsburg's legal brilliance, her strategic approach to gender equality, and her lifelong fight for civil liberties. Prepare to dive deep into the world of her early landmark cases, her thoughts on the controversial Roe v. Wade ruling, her unwavering commitment to the Constitution, and her vision for the future of American law and politics.
Ginsburg's legal legacy. Law professor Jeffrey Rosen interviews Ruth Bader Ginsburg about her career, civil rights, and impact on American law and politics. Through their conversations, Rosen presents a compelling and complete portrait of Ginsburg's brilliance, including her thoughts on abortion, the Constitution, and the Supreme Court. Rosen's straightforward interview style allows Ginsburg's exceptional legal mind to take center stage. The book proves that Ruth Bader Ginsburg's victories and outspoken dissents earned her love and admiration from many and made her a reviled pillar of liberalism to others. Ruth Bader Ginsburg's fight against gender discrimination. Ruth Bader Ginsburg's influence in the legal field began with her determination to challenge laws that reinforce gender stereotypes. She tackled this issue gradually and strategically, with her first successful Supreme Court case in Reed v. Reed that declared gender discrimination unconstitutional. Ginsburg believed in taking a stand against discrimination when it was evident, making her a trailblazer in the fight against gender inequality. Ginsburg's vision of civil liberties. The book explores Ruth Bader Ginsburg's belief that lawyers should defend civil liberties and protect the rights of all individuals, even if it means defending those they disagree with. The book also delves into her criticism of the Roe v. Wade ruling and how some disapproving feminists failed to recognize her long-term vision and strategic thinking. Ginsburg believed in achieving a balance between freedom of speech and not allowing that freedom to harm others. Ginsburg, O'Connor, Kagan and Sotomayor, a fight against gender stereotypes. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, alongside Sandra Day O'Connor, fought gender stereotypes as the first two female associate justices in the Supreme Court. Ginsburg faced disrespectful attorneys who would call her by O'Connor's name because they were accustomed to speaking to only one female justice. Before her death, Ginsburg served with Elena Kagan and Sonia Sotomayor, the three together making up the three women associate justices in the Supreme Court. She hoped for an all-female court, which Rosen reminds readers of in this book summary. Ginsburg's vision of dissent. Ginsburg encouraged joint dissents and believed in judicial activism only under certain circumstances. She felt that these well-argued dissents could shape future court rulings and even overturn previous ones. Ginsburg believed change came from grassroots activism and changes in society, and that the court should not intervene unless laws contradicted the Constitution or discriminated against people. Ginsburg's feminist legacy. Ruth Bader Ginsburg was a feminist icon who advocated for equal child-raising responsibilities for men and women. Her husband and she applied this approach while raising their children. She asserted that reintroducing child-raising benefits for moms or part-time judgeships for females perpetuates the idea that women require unique consideration under the law. Ginsburg supported #MeToo but also emphasized the right of accused people to defend themselves. She proposed an autonomous adjudicator to guarantee impartiality in all civil proceedings against harassers. Ginsburg acknowledged the efforts of earlier feminist generations who fought for equal opportunities like her. The inspirational career of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Ginsburg's unwavering determination and unyielding liberal values defined her astonishing career, making her a role model for people of all political affiliations. This book is a must-read for lawyers, policymakers, historians, and anyone interested in public policy, as it provides an in-depth look at the life and legacy of one of America's most iconic justices. Through insightful interviews, author Rosen sheds light on Ginsburg's moral courage, intellectual prowess, and relentless pursuit of justice, which driven her to become one of the most influential legal thinkers of her time.
In Conversations with RBG, Jeffrey Rosen presents an unfiltered view of the mind of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who fought tirelessly for equality and civil liberties throughout her prolific career. As a champion of feminism with an unparalleled understanding of the Constitution, Ginsburg emerges as an inspiration to people from all walks of life. Her firm belief in the power of well-argued dissents, the potential for an all-female court, and her unyielding fight against stereotypes reflect her commitment to justice and equality. Featuring revealing interviews that span decades, this book is a must-read for anyone interested in the intersection of law, history, and public policy.